What's going on, guys? It's Bolo with GritShift. Today we're going to be going over setting up your primary drive kit so you have the max amount of life possible out of these kits. This goes for any primary kit on the market, not just ours that we make. We have the E-Ride and also this fits Suron, the 420 kit, and then we have the 520 kit for the Ultra. So the biggest problem that we see with these setups is chain tension. A lot of people put it way too tight. From resting point on the chain, so not touching it at all, just resting there, you should be able to push up about ½ inch. So you should have relatively ½ inch of slack minimum. Any more than that, you will see excess heat generation in your chain, your sprockets, and stuff like that, which will cause wear to the sprockets, possibly break chains and stuff like that. Same thing goes for the Ultra B. So you don't want this set up how you would typically run your secondary chain kit, where you can get away with it being a little bit more tight. With the primaries, you don't want it being tight at all because it will cause issues. For the Ultra B, we've discovered that there's a few different aftermarket motor configurations that are now hitting the market. A lot of these aftermarket motors, to our understanding now, are coming with different motor offsets. I don't think this was an intentional thing. I think it's just because these motors are so large. They're going from I believe a 60 mil stator width on OEM to an 80 mil stator width, which is pretty big. So on aftermarket motors, there is a slight offset on a few of the motors that are out right now. We've already spoken with a few of these aftermarket motor companies, and I believe they are going to be doing a correction. Can't speak on their behalf though. So as it is right now, our chain kit only works for the OEM motor. Now what happens if you have an aftermarket motor and you install our chain kit? Well, you're going to see excess wear on the side or face of the sprocket because the chain line is offset. We've already implemented a few fixes for this. We're just waiting on a few more aftermarket motors to come so we can take measurements and design different sprocket offsets revolving around these aftermarket motors. So as it is right now, only fits for OEM motors. The rear sprocket on the Ultra B is a 2-piece sprocket. The outer faceplate bolts through with countersunk bolts, and then the inner faceplate is threaded and also has a nut on the backside. Make sure you tighten the bolt that goes through and then tighten the nuts, and make sure you use Loctite. We include Loctite with all these kits. All right, so biggest thing here is chain tension. If you've ordered one of these kits and you're unsure of if you have proper chain tension or anything like that, whether it's our kit or somebody else's, please reach out to us. We'd have no problem showing you what we believe is best chain tension. We've completely thrashed on these bikes. This E-Ride's pushing 15 kilowatts. This Ultra's pushing 45 kilowatts. And our E-Rocket, the drag bike with the Ultra B drivetrain and the 420 kit, is pushing 48 kilowatts. We've put a lot of abuse on these kits with 0 failures thus far and minimal wear marks on these kits. So if you're seeing excess wear and stuff like that, it's probably because your chain tension's not set up properly or your chain alignment is not set up properly. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just reach out to us anytime. Be happy to help. Have a great day.